Hello. Welcome to this week's treasure hunt. Well, today, Annika Rice and her helicopter will be guided round a course by Anne Walker and David Hodgson, two friends from West Yorkshire. And our adjudicator, as always, is Wincy Willis, and she'll be plotting our progress.
And keeping you in some sort of order, I hope. As usual, you've got 45 minutes in which to solve your 5 clues.
Right. Well, now, Anne, looking forward to it?
I think so, yes, I was until today.
What do you do?
I teach
Where?
in Leeds.
Uh-huh. And what about you, David?
I'm a narrowboat captain. I take one of those little painted boats around the canals in West Yorkshire.
Now, that sounds a lovely idea. Perhaps the navigation will help you on this treasure hunt.
You never know your luck.
The best of luck, anyway. Annika, can you hear us?
Good morning! I'll tell you where we are today. We're in Bedford, which of course is the town where John Bunyan wrote The Pilgrim's Progress, and that was when he was in prison in the town jail here. And I'm standing by a very, very pretty little white suspension bridge over the River Great Ouse. Mill Meadows is nearby, and apparently Bunyan describes those meadows in The Pilgrim's Progress. It's actually a beautifully sunny day. I must say I don't know a lot about Bedfordshire, apart from the fact that there's Luton Airport here, and it's very famous for Brussels sprouts. And talking of old sprouts, let's say hello to Graham and Frank. They're just taking the camera there. There you have them, you see, Graham Berry, Frank Maber, 2 highly tuned machines, the personification of fitness, every part in working order, or so I've heard anyway. And over there, across the river, is Keith waiting in the helicopter. Can he give us a wave? Adonis, eat your heart out. We call him the Greek god. Is he fit? Well, not really. But anyway, this is where we are, by the River Great Ouse. Lovely sunny day, and if you open your map, you can see the exact whereabouts. If you find Bedford, see the river below, and there's 2 weirs, and we are right in the middle of those 2 weirs.
Just looking for it. Right in the middle, too. Where? Yes, right there. I've got it.
It's most extraordinary, isn't it? I can hear you all so well. You should get the line that clear. It's really
Why should that surprise you?
Well, usually there's a bit of sort of fried eggs sort of slashing around on the line.
Well, I'm sure we should get plenty of that later on.
But it's lovely to hear you so loud and clear.
Anyway, Wincy, what about telling us a bit more about the area, please?
Certainly, Kenneth. Well, Bedfordshire, there we are. That's our start point. One of England's smallest counties. And as Annika so rightly said, Luton Airport is about all most of us know, and the M1, I suppose.
And the Brussels sprouts.
Over here on our more detailed map, there's our start. Annika's in Bedford. The familiar old M1's over there to the west. And right down in the south of our map here, we've got Luton Airport. Well, Luton and its airport, in fact. The distance on our map from north to south is 20 miles. Now, the treasure that you're looking for today is a Glen Miller reminder. A Glen Miller reminder.
Glen Miller reminder.
There's your first clue.
Right.
Lots of luck. Start the clock.
Right, I'll just read the clue. Just hold on. Those magnificent men. Try something novel yet not new from Barsetshire and find Tom Titt's rival. Those magnificent men. Try something novel yet not new from Barsetshire and find Tom Titt's rival. Any ideas?
Well, magnificent men, obviously. Flying machines come into it, so we're looking...
And it has to be something to do with Anthony Trollope.
Well, talk about flying machines. What do you want Annika to do?
We're heading in. I'm going to go and find my magnificent man now.
If you will, up in the air and hover, please, Annie,
Right.
and we'll be with you just as soon as we can.
Fine. Do you know the area at all?
No.
Not a bit. Not
Absolutely
at all.
not.
Well, you probably stand a better chance.
Right. So, obviously, we're looking for some sort of flying machine, I would think. Try something novel, you said.
Yes, I still think it's Barsetshire. It has to be Anthony Trollope.
So, if you'd like to look at the book...
So if I need to go look at a book.
Literature books are there.
Literature
Yeah, reference here. English
Tom
literature.
Titt's rival.
Oxford Companion to English
Take
Literature.
off,
Right in
please.
front of you.
So we're looking for a place with some reference to a...
Something to do with a
Could it be
flying
a-
machine of some sort, I think.
Could it be an aerodrome or something like that?
It could be, or it could be some a plane or a helicopter, possibly, or
Right.
even a balloon, possibly, at an airport or an
I see.
aerodrome. We'll be with you as soon as we can. Yeah.
Right, will you have a look round? We're just taking off now. Keith in fine
Tom
fettle today.
Titt. There's nothing there about Tom Titt.
Well, Tom Titt's friend, was that a wren? Or a rival? Would that be a wren? As in the female variety?
Could be, but I'm not absolutely
Something
sure.
novel yet not new.
Something novel. Is that something to do with the book, do you think?
I still think it has to be something to do with Anthony Trollope. Barchester Towers.
Oh, I just found a place called
Ah!
Well,
Biggles, as in Biggles.
Biggles.
Flying machine.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. You're wonderful,
Great.
Annika. Absolutely wonderful.
And that's the airdrome there, isn't it? Hang on, where has it gone now? There it is.
Could you head in that direction?
Yes, can we go to Biggleswade? See some of your chums probably, Keith. You see, he's got a big smile over his face
Yes.
now.
Can you, as you
Yes,
get in
you're
there,
right.
Annie, can you keep your eyes open to see if there is any sort of flying machine?
Yes, that'll take us about 3 minutes to get there.
Yes.
We'll
Just
fly.
short of Biggleswade is Biggleswade Old Aerodrome.
That's right.
So it could be that there is something there of a flying variety.
Oh, I wonder if I've got to get up into a
The warden,
plane.
isn't there a warden in Trollope's novels?
Sorry, Keith, that's nothing
There is.
personal.
So she displaying total ignorance.
Anyway, it's old warden.
We're on our way. We'll be there in
Old
about...
Warden Aerodrome.
Keith, there's something worrying me
Old
here.
Warden.
Oh, no,
Yes.
it's okay.
Yes.
So many bits of... 4 minutes.
There we go.
Now,
Any
Keith
good?
gave me one of his
A novel
prize scornful looks yesterday. I was describing something called
Trollope.
the
We'll look up-
clanger,
what
which
did
is
you
a
find
real,
about
used
Trollope?
to be a real delicacy
Well, we
in
found the
Bedfordshire.
warden.
We haven't found the warden.
Yes.
We found the warden.
Oh, right, the novel.
Barsetshire.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Well done.
Great.
So it says that then. It's not new from Barsetshire. That's old warden aerodrome.
Yes.
Yes.
Old, yet not new, so that means old. Warden, that's right. So we
I
are
think
on the
you'd
right
better
track.
tell Annika,
So
because she
if
hasn't
we
been
land
hearing
on
any
the-
of that.
Oh, sorry, we were discussing Cornish
Yes.
The
pasties.
aerodrome.
Oh, were you?
Yes, sorry.
Ah, that's much more interesting than this.
Well, no,
Have you got one? Has
And-
Keith
and
bring
it-
some up with him?
no, it's just there's something round here called a clanger, or there used to be, which is a sort of suet pudding with savoury bits at one end and jam at the other. And I was telling Keith, and he gave me this real scornful look, because of course he comes from Cornwall. And the Cornish pasty, the traditional one, is exactly the same, isn't it? It should have the sweet and the savoury in it.
Oh, well, yes. Sounds like a horrible idea, but it's all in one.
It was to take down the tin mines,
That's
to
right.
make it easy.
That's right.
Carry your packed lunch
Actually-
all in one.
Maybe we should get back to Biggleswade.
I think so.
Are you nearly there yet?
Sorry about that.
Are you nearly there?
We'll be there in 2 minutes.
Annie, did you hear? It's the aerodrome is called Old Warden, so that is obviously the right sort of place. What you're looking for is some sort of flying machine, we think.
Find Tom Tit's
Yeah.
rival.
Tom Tit's rival, which
So
is.
who was Tom Tit's rival? Was it a wren or a robin or a, is there an
It
aircraft
could be
called
the
that?
name of an aircraft. Can you
Have
look
a
around
look,
and tell us
see if
what
you
you
can
see
find a-
Yes.
when
well,
you
we'll-
get there?
It says there's a museum there and a
Yes.
Swiss garden, so there may be something about those things there.
Is that
B.
it ahead, do you think?
B,
That's
yeah,
the dome.
Biggleswade.
Oh,
B
it's
for
over that
Biggleswade.
hill. Right. You are. Now, we'll be there in about a minute. Keith, can you go a bit faster?
We're working on the Tom Tit's
No.
rival at the
No.
moment.
There.
Right. Tom Tit. I don't know much about Tom Tit. Got a few up here, I can tell you. What did you say, Keith? You actually said something.
Well, the aeronautical books are over there.
We'll just be
can't find
flying now over these trees, and in a minute we're just going over very flat countryside, I presume. Where are we? Oh, I see. Yes, we're on the other bit of the map.
I can't really see
Yes.
anything I think that would fit
Anything
there.
any no
Fox
use
Hill,
there?
No, not
Deadman's
really.
Oak. Lovely names
How
round
about
here.
aeroplanes?
I'm just looking.
Deadman's Oak, that's
Steam
Deadman's Oak over there.
locomotives,
Something funny about the seatbelts today,
Submarines.
Keith.
steam.
Right, hello. Hi, Graham. How are you
railways.
feeling today? Good. Had a good weekend?
Anything there that you might find
See
useful?
what I was doing all weekend? I'm covered in paint. Probably can't pick that out. Anyway, we'll be there. I think it's literally a minute now to go. And we're just flying over, where is that? Highlands Farm. Oh, I see, right.
Oh dear.
Highlands Farm. And how are you
had
getting
6
on?
minutes so
How are you
far.
getting on with Tom Tit?
We're trying to find a book on aeroplanes at the moment, hoping that it's something to do with an aeroplane. But
Yes, it's bound to have been. I can't. Who was Tom Tit?
Observer's Book of Aircrafts.
I'm sure it had something in a nursery rhyme, and I can't remember nursery rhymes. I think I'm too old.
They all had. Oh, I see. Yes, here's the aerodrome ahead now.